I'm Jenny Francine, and I'm thrilled to be here with Brian. I always love stopping in to see Brian and what he's working on because he's amazing.
They're come to look at fly rod and see where we're at with it, and we are getting close to being done. I'm pretty happy to say that we're working on the feet now.
We hope to exhibit it at the Outdoor Heritage Museum in Aquasic, Maine. I'm really looking forward to putting it in the exhibit, which is already there but waiting for fly rod's entry. So I'm looking forward to that. And so I stopped in today to see exactly where Brian is at.
I've got just about everything done down to the hem of her skirt. So we're working on her boots and the base. I'm carving the stones that she's standing on into the base. Next on this leg here is laying out with pencils her lacing. She's got laced up boots, which were popular during that period. And lacing should be almost as much fun as baskets.
You did a beautiful job on this basket. I mean, the detail is wonderful.
I can't wait. I'm going to stain her all different colors, kind of like painting, but using stain. So I'm really looking forward to put some stain on this because the stain will soak into the cracks, kind of like scrimshaw, you know, and all the high points will buff off. It ought to look just really nice. Anyway.
Same with the fish?
Yeah, I'm going to stain them first. And then once I get, like, her hat's going to be red or her hair's going to be brown, or I won't do her eyes. I'm going to leave the skin natural because I believe when I put the urethane on to seal it, that'll give it a good skin tone. But green, I haven't decided on the skirt yet, so I'll stain the trout sort of, you know, like the backs will be dark and then lighter on the sides. But then I'm going to go back after and paint certain things like the spots on the trout and her buckles and buttons and things like that.
I love a string of trout like this.
Yeah, those were the days, huh?
The old days.
They did well. It's like my brother's got a cartoon on his wall. Two old hunters sitting in the armchair, you know, in front of the fire, and the walls are covered with deer heads, you know, and yeah, there used to be a lot of deer in these woods. Same with the trout. They're taking them home by the boxcar loads.
They were, but it's interesting that she, in the later days, became a huge proponent of catch and release.
Yep. I was reading
realizing that the resource was finite.
Yeah.
So that was great. I have a question for you about the rod.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the rod holder and you're going to hollow it out and there'll be a bamboo rod in there?
I've got a rod and some line, which it was a brand new roll of antique, authentic silk fly line. She's got nothing but the best. I've taken the handle off because she's already got one. So when I bring her back down, I'm going to carve the handle, I'll drill it out first, and then carve the end down more delicate than it is now.
So how, in your estimation, how much longer do you think you're going to be whittling away at fly rod?
If I could actually just work for a week, 5 days, I'd probably have the whole thing done because all I have left to do is a little bit of the stonework, and I've got some bark to do on the log behind. And, you know, that's not a big deal. Her boots are the biggies, okay? The boots. Because the boots have to look like something more recognizable.
It's certainly beautiful, Brian. Incredible work. The detail's exquisite.
Thanks.
People will just be awed by it. I mean, to walk in on something like this and just...
Well, I hope it does well up there. I think it will. It'll be in a good home.
Yeah. That's amazing.
I did add some beaks on the little chickadees because I could make the grain coming out, you know.
And you even got the little straps that she used to hitch up her skirt when she went fishing. Out of the water.
Yeah, I guess those, when she started writing about the whole fishing industry up there at the time, women started to go. So a lot of the lodges and stuff, they were putting down boardwalks. It wasn't for the men, it was for the ladies to keep their skirts out of the mud. But it turned into quite a social event.
Certainly had a lot of clothes to wear back in the day, and bustles and this and that, and it's very cumbersome.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Yeah, well, in hopes that it's not too risque, I am actually going to show a little bit of her bloomers on the other side as they come down over her boots.
She was our first main guide.
Mhm.
Fair,
Yeah.
you know, and she what she did at the World's Fair is unbelievable.
Mhm.
Taking cabins, real cabins, dismantling them, taking them down, reassembling them, all the traps, the guides sitting there, everything. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Well, isn't one of those cabins reassembled at the museum?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool.
So she was a real promoter,
Yeah.
and she loved the area. Well, I thank you for taking the time to explain that to me. It's just amazing. I can't wait for her to come to the museum.
I'm looking forward to doing a lot of small things after this.
I bet.
Yeah.